And hello, everybody. Welcome to Metaphysical Communion, live Friday night, December 24th. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So here we are, and I'm broadcasting, believe it or not, from YouTube this evening. So let's see what's going on. Everybody. Welcome to Metaphysical Communion, live Friday night, for 24th. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So here we are. And I'm keeping quiet a bit because I'm seeing that my broadcast is finally coming on YouTube here. So this was not something I was planning to do. As usual, I always broadcast from Facebook. But for some strange reason, this evening, connecting from Zoom to Facebook is not happening. It's saying that my password on Facebook from Zoom is incorrect. So this is a new experience for me here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this in here in the meantime. And I'm going to see if I can also connect to Facebook from here, which is something I've never really been able to do before. But strange things happen, such as this evening. So I'm going to see about doing that as well and see what happens. No, all I'm going to do is to stop live stream, which is not going to happen. So it still just allows either one or the other, either Facebook or YouTube, from here, directly from Zoom. I don't have the other capabilities, obviously, that you can do multiple, broadcasts like on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously, like other people do. I don't know what that is about or whatever. I haven't gotten that far into it. But I am on YouTube now. I'm just wondering if anyone can see me on YouTube. And let's have a look and see. Hold on a pinch. Let's see. I'm getting some messages on Facebook here. Let's see. Uh-huh. Let's see. Let me see something here. I'm going to try to do one or two things here. So let's see. I'm going to try to connect. I'm on Zoom right now. Obviously, this is like an experiment. Obviously, we're going along here. So I'm here watching myself frozen on Zoom. There we go. Okay. I wonder if I have a voice. Let's see. Oh, I'm looking at Cannonball Run. That's interesting. What's this? Okay. Let me see if I can get myself back. Apparently not. I'm looking at Cannonball 2 for some reason. That's getting, oh, here I am back again. Okay. Again, I've never really used YouTube. I tried once or twice in the past. I could never get voice to work right, only video. So I never bothered going back to YouTube again for this. But tonight, since I couldn't get into Facebook, I said, well, let me try the other thing and see what happens. Most interesting. Let me see something, just fiddle with this a bit and see what goes on. It's an experiment as we go along. Let's see. I'm looking for something else here. Hope I don't blow out the system with all of this. Okay, let's see. This should be intriguing. Join a meeting and sign in. Okay. So sign in a second time. Let me sign in a second time and see. I'm just doing things just to find out how this all works or what doesn't work. At this point, it's very curious. Eventually, I hope to get into our program. I'm just curious and see if I can get into this thing again. Let's see if I can bring up Facebook. It's all an experiment. It's all an experiment. Right. Let's see what I've got. Mhm. All right. Well, I'm on the system here, still in YouTube. Something's happening. Okay. I got to Zoom a second time somehow. Right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm in a meeting. I'm in my meeting. Okay, I'm in a YouTube meeting. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we know I'm on YouTube. Very good. All right, that's fascinating. Okay, got that one. Got a camera working. I don't know about my audio, but I got this working here. Let me try this again just for the fun of it. At this point, I'm going to blow out the system. Okay, I'm here in YouTube. Stop live stream, it says if I want to stop it. Not yet. I'm still over here. Let me check myself out. And here I am. Okay, I don't know who's watching me. There's a second person watching me. I wonder who. Okay, hold on. Let's see what we've got here. Hi, Christine. Hi, Christine. You see me? Okay, good. Can you hear me, Christine? Good. You can hear me. Okay, this is weird because I've never done this before on YouTube. I'm glad it's working. Okay, so that's really special. Let me tell people in Facebook that I'm here in YouTube and they can find me here. So you found me somehow. So there must be some way to do it, obviously. So very curious. What does that say? Let me check something in my system here because again, this is so foreign for me. Let me see. Hold on a pinch. Well, thank you, Christine, so much for letting me know that I'm on. First of all, that you can see me somehow. I don't know how you found me, but I'm looking through Facebook here. No, but I'm not on Facebook. It's weird. Okay, let me send a message to people on Facebook that I'm here. So hold on. Or let me cut that out for a second. All right, let's bring this down a bit. I know this is very strange, Christine. I'm glad you can see me and hear me, whatever. I know it's very bizarre for me. So I'm trying to get into Facebook here and see if I can get people to see me on Facebook. Here we go. Let me just try this. Okay. Let me try another way. So I try signing in this way. It's a different search engine, and I think that's part of the problem. But even though I used this before recently and everything worked fine pretty much until tonight. So let me try this search engine, see what happens here. I'm just talking as we go along so that you understand what's happening, Christine, okay? Since you're the only one who appears to be able to see me at this point. So I'm trying to log into Facebook here now again. See if it'll allow me to do it, which it didn't allow me to do it before. And it's still saying that I have an incorrect password, and it's not true. On this particular search engine here, it's not accepting my password in Facebook, and I've had my password for an eternity. For some reason, it's not recognizing my password, which is the problem that I'm having here this evening with all of this. If it wouldn't have been, I would have been up and running normally as usual and on our way. I don't know, that's the most bizarre thing. That it's not accepting my password here. Yet in Chrome, where I usually, am, no, I got it instantly, no problem. I'm not going to reset my password either. So that's not happening. So I don't know what joke this is or whatever, but I am not going to do that. So we're at a stalemate here. And it's regarding this issue. Okay, let me X out of that one. Ah, thank you. YouTube gave you a prompt. Brilliant. I didn't know that it could do that since I've never encountered this before. So let's see what happens. Let me just send a message anyway. Because I have my other ways of working this. So, okay, let me just do this fast, see what happens. Uh-huh. So I'm writing this in now as I speak. Okay. Okay. Very good. Let's see who else is up. Okay, you're there. No, I'm doing that right now, Christine. I'm leaving the message myself. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing it as I'm speaking. As you can tell, you can see me as well, obviously. So I'm not looking at you. But I'm doing it right now as we're talking, or as I'm talking. Gets like you're very special, all of this. So let me see. I'm doing that right now. And let's see what happens. I'm curious now. This is a very curious evening. What's metaphysical madness? And it's metaphysical madness. That's for sure. That's what's happening. Okay, let's see. I just posted it. And she'll post in a moment, I hope. Uh-huh. Okay, there it is. I think you can see it now. I know I can see it on my cell phone. And that's always my secondary source for things. I've learned from experience in the past almost 3 years about how to navigate through all these systems here. So let's see. Let's see what happens, Christine. I'm glad you were able to get that message. It's interesting that it does that. Let's see. This is the most bizarre thing. As we're speaking, I'm going to try to pop in once again. I'm trying different methods here of getting into Facebook. I don't know why it does this. It's so odd. Very odd. Very odd. Very odd. Very odd. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to try one more time. I'm logging in the way I always do. See what happens this time. I'm hoping for a miracle at this point. I don't know why it does this. I don't understand it. I've used this many times before, and I haven't had a problem really. Once in a while, a little something, but it's always worked out. Tonight, for some reason, it's being really stubborn. When I got it, went into my other search engine that I use normally, no problem. Went in, like always. Here, I can't even explain why this is occurring. Let's see. It's not allowing it. It's so weird. I'm gonna try something else, a little bizarre. Not that it will work, but at this point, experimentation is what happens. I'm not expecting this to work at all, but let's see. Strange things happen. So, no, 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 not working. And expect it to work either. That's bizarre. Strangest thing. Refuses to do that. Flatly refuses to do it. Let's see. You seem to be the only one here on YouTube. I don't know if you saw that prompt. Other people should have seen it as well. You shouldn't have been the only one to have seen that. Yet nobody else has joined on. And even with the message I just left before, very strange, very strange. Uh-huh. 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 And I don't know. Very strange. Very strange. Uh-huh. It's interesting to see me broadcasting live on YouTube, that's for sure. That's a first. Successfully. Because as I said, I tried 2 or 3 times in the past, and video came on just fine, but I sounded like a chipmunk, and nobody could understand what I was saying, which was the most bizarre thing. I don't know why that occurred this time. Apparently, everything is working out fine here on YouTube. I mean, you're hearing me. So, and I know I heard myself too before as well. So that's something new to learn. Okay, but the problem is now my audience who's on Facebook is not that knowing about this until now. And I don't know if they're going to want to switch over to YouTube. And so far, you're the one that's here. Nobody else. Isn't that interesting? Very, very interesting. I logged in earlier before in the other one. Strange. It says that my password is not valid, which is completely false. Completely false. That is my password. So let me see if I can reset this again. Hold on. And here I am on Zoom. Very good. As I'm speaking to you, I'm broadcasting live on YouTube. Okay, very good. And excellent, excellent, excellent. That's working out fine. Okay. It's getting a little boring with this. Let's see. I tried that already, Christine. I tried resetting everything and the same thing happened again. It did not accept my password the second time after resetting. So let's see. Let me get back on here too. Okay. Let's see what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? Just give me a little moment here. It's madness. It's insane. It's really March Madness happening tonight. Oh my God. Truly incredible. Let me go to mini player and see what I can do. There I am. Okay. Oh, look, I can see myself on the thing here. On the main YouTube page. Isn't that fascinating? Okay. Let's see. And I'm a mini player here with you, Christine, which is a good thing. Well, I'm glad you're here, Christine. I'm going to try one more thing and see something strange. Okay, let's see. Okay. Try one more thing, Christine. If not, what we're going to do, I'll explain in a moment what I'm going to do. Let's see. No, doesn't want to do it. Strange. Strange, strange, strange. Very strange. Okay. Oh my gosh, I see myself on 3 different windows here. How fabulous. Let me see if I can open this up here a little bit. I have to open up the window. Expand. No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but I don't want to restart the whole thing like that yet, Christine. What I'm going to do, since we're on, obviously, in the meantime, let's see. Well, you're here. Let me just get cracking in the meantime. I've been on for half an hour about this. Well, Christine, we're going to do readings. I'm going to do a reading for you then, since you've been so wonderful and so patient, thinking through all of this for me here. And so before I will do something like log off and try it again, at least let me offer you a reading, okay, since we're here live. And God only knows who else is watching in YouTube land. So if you like, Christine, type in a question and I'll pop in, and I'll connect with your energy and give you a reading since we're all here, okay? And that way we'll use the time wisely. So I'm going to get into the cards, and hopefully you will provide a question as I shuffle the cards and get into your energy and see what happens, okay? So let's see. You're very welcome. Let's see what happens here. So I'm going to shuffle the cards as I'm speaking to you. And we'll get into this and see what Spirit has to say to you. Okay. Very good, very good, very good, very good. All right, Christine, so type a question and we'll see what, we can, provide for you, what Spirit has to say to you. I am ready. Okay. Let's see, let's navigate this over here. Okay. Because the only time I've ever used YouTube is to put programs that I broadcast live on Facebook, onto the Metaphysical Communion channel. But I've never really had the opportunity, as I said before, to really broadcast live, on YouTube for one of these events. So here we go. Okay. Okay, very good. Let's see what Spirit has for you regarding your questions. Okay, so in your name, we'll use the cards for you. Let's see what happens. And, okay. I'm tuning into your first question, number one. And, okay. Okay, I see a lot of uncertainty with this particular question. Seems like you're zigzagging between, what to decide with this particular job situation. And you're really, really, really uncertain about what to do. And you're going back and forth as I get a sense of things and deciding what to do here about this. And it's really like, a lot of, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. A lot of uncertainty for you for this, for sure. And I think it's an issue of trust, number one, for you. And as I'm kind of seeing, there's an obstacle in the way, or at least you're feeling there's an obstacle regarding this particular question about your job uncertainty. And there's a lack of trust, here with this, as well, going on here too. And that's the reason why you're not sure about this. You're not sure about the person who you're talking to about this, about how much you can really trust on this individual or this job. Is it really going to be everything that it says or promises to be? And you're feeling that there's something here that you're not feeling comfortable about. That's why there's all this, zigzagging, as I'm going to call it, the back and forth regarding, should I accept this offer, should I not? Or so you're uncertain. You're probably uncertain about the person as well, who you'll be working with or is offering the position to you, the company. Perhaps there's something there that you are not comfortable with. You're not really trusting. Here we have, let's see. Well, first symbol, of course, is Prince of Pentacles. Let me just show you that one. Hopefully you can see that. So there we are. So there's the obstacle and the uncertainty. It's of the earth-based situations, blocking, advancement, and getting work, because this is Taurian in energy. So this is work-related issues, earth-related issues, concerns or so. There's a mistrust, a lack of not knowing for sure. Ace of Wands is a nice symbol, however, for future. That talks about right here, new start and a fresh beginning in a very strong, powerful way. So that's good help, good energy. You're going to come out fine no matter what you decide to do. So even if this is not the right job for you, you have to wait for something else. Eventually the right thing will come for you, and that'll be the best thing to do. Here's your uncertainty once again from past to present. We have the 9 of Pentacles once again, a 9 of Swords, I mean. That's the uncertainty issue. Swords are always thinking the mental work. What we're thinking, what we're deciding to do, you're like really in a state of, oh my God, I don't know what to do here. There's this element of fear regarding this. I don't want to make a mistake or an error. And 9 is the pinnacle because you're like on the peak of like, deciding to take the job or not. And the uncertainty is that great. Here you are talking about the peak of things, the Fool, right there at the crossroads. So you're at that point, here. And it's very uncomfortable as I feel it for you, because it seems good and it seems like a good opportunity in a way, but at the same time, there's things that are lacking here and it's not really good. I see all this hesitation, here and feel all this hesitation, which is not a good sign, to have for this. We were trying to avoid disappointment. And here we are in this beautiful symbol of disappointment, if you want to call it beautiful, the 4 of Cups. So that could be big disappointment. So, Christine, I would look very, very carefully into this position. I'm feeling, that it's highly, highly uncomfortable. So much uncertainty. It may be a good job, but there's something there or things there that eventually will turn out to be a disappointment for you. Would it really be worth it to have to then deal with all of that and withstand this? Just to have a job, number one, just to have a job, and 2, to have a job that seems to like pay sufficiently, would offer what you need or whatever. But if it's not comfortable for some reason, if it's just not right, if it's not the best thing, be very, very wary about this. That's the sense I'm getting here, for you with this. There's something there that's not 100% true. So just be aware about that. And again, it looks very nice. It seems very nice or whatever, but there could be some hidden agenda back there that could be disappointing afterward, for you. We want to make sure that you make the right choice, the right decisions. And Ace of Cups is always a good symbol. Again, for new beginnings, emotional satisfaction, a big decision that you have to make. And you may have to decide on what's best or right for you in regards to, opportunities. Is it worth it? Because it's going to give you the money that you need and provide you some sort of stability? Or is it emotionally going to be very, very disappointing for you? And then you're going to be pulling your hair out and wondering, I shouldn't have done this after all. And you have to decide here because it's leaning towards more of the side that it's not everything that it seems to be or being promised to you. Symbol of justice is fairness. That's going to help you out the most. Balance, there. For this, weigh the options a bit more, see what happens, for you there. 9 of Wands is trepidation for the future. Looking out for something new, something more. You may have to wait on this one and see if you decide on something different that comes along that's better, that you'll feel more comfortable with emotionally. Help is on the way with you. That's what you need, to trust in your instincts. Trust in what you feel is best for you. That's what High Priestess, states always. King of Swords is, again, decisions of the sword, the air, the mind, Libra's energy, fairness and balance. What's the best for you? Taking time and making decisions is the best thing to make sure that you're making the right choice here regarding this issue. And that's the sense I'm getting too. Even before I saw the cards, I was getting all of this just uncertainty and tension, with this. And it's like, so I would examine this very, very carefully some more, ask extra questions if you can, do some background search, ask people who may know that may work for this in some way or so, see what they can tell you, offer you any kind of advice. See if you can find out a bit more before you make your final decision and choices here. That's the thing. So that talks about that side of things. In regard to your relationship, let's move into that and see if we can focus a bit more on that question, okay? And Let's move into there. See what we've got. So relationship feels a bit better to me right away. So this has more stability to it, first of all. More of a positive feeling. It seems to be relatively new for you. That's a good sign. That's a good feeling here. And you're someone that likes to think and and weigh the options before you jump into anything, which is a good thing to do. That's a wise thing to do. Avoids the most amount of negativity and disappointment later on. So you have learned from experience, obviously. And going into that particular question for you, let's get a little bit more, but I get a better sense of things here. It takes a little more time to get to know the situation, to get to know the person, and for them to get to know you too. You need a little bit more time to spend around this individual, see if it's just right for you too. And it doesn't feel like such a risk, like the job situation there. Again, you're just worried about disappointment again in the emotional realm, too. You don't want that to happen again. And Eight of Cups, shows that to us, here. Cups are emotions. After all, Eight is a higher level. You've learned, as I said from before, you don't want another disappointment to happen again. You'd rather get out before it's too late, in a way. That's a good thing to do. Just watching out for your heart, which is a good thing. Being wise, sharp, clear, relationship in the background. Get good advice, also about this from someone in the know, maybe someone who knows this person. See what they can tell you about them. That's the Queen of Swords, very wise. Best to seek out advice from someone who may know the individual, see what they can tell you, but use your own instinct, listen to your guts, as they say, more than anything else. I get a feeling this is worth it to explore more and to examine and to have a good time. It's not to like get in there watching the person every moment, oh, this and this and this and this. It's about, just enjoying the person, seeing what it's like. Generosity, loyalty, this is very good. Leo is strength and power, good fortune. That's a positive aspect concerning the person. Looking forward to a new beginning and a fresh start. Again, very positive outlook. The more positively you feel and think about this, stepping into something new, the better. It seems to work out for you. Time to build, then finding out if you can build a future with this individual. Solid foundation, which looks, again, very good, from here as well, too. We have an Ace of Pentacles, which is a fresh start and a new beginning in the earth world. Relationship certainly falls into that category. This is fortune, good luck. So again, it looks very good, for that. Big decision makes you feel happy, young again, good. But at the same time, being wise, learning from previous mistakes, previous experiences, using all of that, but helping you feel like a fresh start and new beginning, which is the best thing for you. We do have to be mindful, again, of a disappointment here. So that's why it's a good idea to get to know the person very, very well. And again, support is everything. So someone like a Queen of Swords can help, once again, a friend who may know about these things or know this particular person. If you have that advantage, it seems to be essential to avoid disappointment regarding this. See how far you can go in your relationship here with such an individual. Temperance, which is balance, once again. And this is a good sign, it's about weighing the options, being open, being fair about what's right, what's not. Is this, can I deal with this person? Can I accept certain little things that, are not that endearing? Are they worth it? Can I balance this? That's the things that you have to learn about, here. Five of Pentacles is change. And exploring that more and more, looking into that more in depth, accepting things. Ultimately, You'll make the right choice and the right decision here, because when we get this symbol here, the Six of Wands, it's good fortune. Jupiter working with the divine forces of good luck, loyalty, protection, Jupiter and the sun. You're always going to come out just right. Things will work out well. Relationship-wise, you're going to attain eventually the type of relationship that you're looking for magically. Is it this one? It needs a little bit more time to develop and to see and get to know. Ultimately, you're going to come out on top of things very well and happy, which is a good thing. So it needs time. This type of particular relationship here will need more time, okay, just to let you know. So hopefully that answers your questions for you, okay? And let's see. And you can always let me know later on if you can. And we have Nilda here. Hello, Nilda, you found us. Very good. And let's see. All right, Nilda, well, for you, let's do something else. We're going to use the pendulum, which is another form of divination that I've used previously regarding questions and answers, and your particular questions are very good for yes and no. You're welcome, Christine. I know I gave you a lot of information here. I was wondering if you're still on. So I'm glad you were there to listen to the whole experience. Very good. So it's going to take a little bit of work for you, Christine, you know, but you got to listen, really look into things and see and be open and aware. I know you're being very mindful, which is the right thing to do, and give it time. It's just both situations will need more time. The work one, not so much. The relationship, yes. That you have to be a little more patient and give it more time. Okay. Now, as for Nilda, I'll just move along, and I'm going to use my pendulum for your questions. So now I've used the pendulum a lot in the past. It's been quite a while since I have used it. But let me show you my pendulum here, which we're going to use this evening. I'm trying to get into camera view. Okay, so here you are. So I've had this pendulum for a long, long time. A friend of mine, who's also a reader and a psychic, you know, gifted me this pendulum. So it's always good when these things come as a gift, you know, from another person. So it's always like a blessing. So we're going to focus in on your first question, Nilda. And let's see, here we go. All right. So yes, I'm just going to explain to you, Nilda, that we're going to focus your question, the pendulum. Should the pendulum swing back and forth, like toward the screen and back toward me, that's a yes. If it goes in a circular motion, it means no. Very simple, okay? All I have to do is hold and concentrate. And the pendulum will do the work. It's not going to be me. Spirit will provide, you know, that response. So here we go. So this is regard to your first question. Well, Nilda, it looks like yes, you will. Because already it's swinging back and forth quickly. Didn't take too long. So that's very good. So that means on some level, Nilda, you're going to start small, just to let you know. Because I'm already picking up information. You're going to start smart and start very lightly. Then from there, as you build your experience and your confidence with this, don't be disappointed if things don't exactly work out 100% from the beginning each time. But as you are, you know, continue, do not allow disappointment to get the best of you. And you continue to be confident and persistent, you know, more will start to happen, more will start to open, more will start to grow for you regarding you working in spirit and doing spiritual work. It takes time. So you need patience for that. At the beginning, we may get disappointed a lot. So be prepared for that. Don't expect everything to come in magically 1, 2, 3 every single time from the beginning. It's not usually the way it happens. But persisting, continuing, being, just devout with it and genuine. And as you get more comfortable, you open up more and more, then more starts to come, more accuracy starts to happen, more precision in your work starts to take place. More people start to feel the benefits of what you do and how you do it. And it starts to grow, from there. So it takes, work to do. So just be aware of that. Question 1. Question 2 that you had, let's see. Is anyone in your life? Well, let's have a look once again. And again, the pendulum will just lead off, and then I'll take it there from whatever energies I pick up from there, okay? So a little silence, a little quiet, and I'll let the pendulum do its work. Well, Nilda, here's the thing. It's kind of moving, but it's indecisive. It's kind of moving back. It's having trouble. So there's a sense of blockage that I get for this. In some way, it wants to say yes, but then in other ways, it's like holding back, on this. So there's a level of uncertainty here that it's not really moving in a yes or no exactly. It's kind of like in between. So for me, that indicates that you want to have a relationship, but there are certain blockages that are in the way that are not really allowing for this to be open and to fulfill, for a relationship to come through. So we have to explore what are the blockages here that are holding back, a potential for a relationship, for you. And that's what you have to look at as well. You have to look out to see what is it that could be blocked for you that is not allowing for this desire to come through the way you like, for you to meet people that you would like, that they don't stick around as much either. You have to explore what's going on. And as I'm being provided all of a sudden, it's telling me the people that you're attracting yourself to the most are not really the best ones for you, is what I'm being told. You could do different. Let's put it that way. It's not necessarily that they're negative or so, whatever, but you need to look for people that are different than what you have, let's say, been trying to connect yourself with or find attractive, or those who attract themselves to you. That is the sense I'm getting. You need to somehow broaden your view of the right person for you. And by opening that could then start to help you draw a person or people that are better for you, that would be more like-minded as you, that will be able to get along with you, and you vice versa. You need people that you have things in common with and that have in common with you. That's the thing. So that is where you need to look into that and explore. Review the type of persons that you're looking for. See why that is that you're not really getting these people that you really would like to have. Revisit what it is that you want. Revisit your expectations of things, your reactions to this particular area of your life. See what you may need to do to improve upon it, to, let's say, have a more positive outlook and a more positive view of things to help you. And then to get out and relax a bit more about this particular situation. So that way you can then start to draw the right type of people to you. So a lot of times it starts with us and what we're expecting, what we're looking for, what our behaviors are, what our expectancies are. And if we're too anxious, too needy, too much with this or whatever, I need, that's not going to help at all. That's going to make it worse and more negative for you. You've got to relax into it. Have faith that it's going to happen, that you will find the right person. Call upon the right person that you would like to have in your life, and then draw that to you. It was a positive energy, not anything drawn out of anxiety, out of desperation, and out of fear. That will make the difference. That will change the energy for you. And that will start to draw you to the right person and have the right people draw to you. So I hope that you find that very helpful, okay? Very good. So I'm glad that the pendulum was very, very accurate and very helpful, because that was really something, especially with the second question. The first question, instantly, it said yes. No hesitation. It was 1, 2, 3, no problem. The second question had more of a hard time to it. And then luckily, information started coming through, for that one. So I see another question here. Let's see. All right. I see. I have someone here saying Mian here. Trisha. Okay. Oh, Trisha. Okay. Got you. Good to see you here, Trisha. Okay. Very good. And let's see. I see. Okay. Trisha, that's interesting. So that's more of an intricate type of question here. So give me a moment while I refocus my energies here. I'm just going to go into that one directly for you. All right, Trisha. In regards to this particular situation, I have the sense that the person is just distanced because they're just preoccupied with things that they're dealing with and their life, basically. It's not so much that they're really staying away from you or disappearing from you. It's more like they just have a lot to deal with at this time or whatever, and they're taking more time for themselves. To think about and work things through for themselves, here first. I don't get a sense so much that they're really avoiding you greatly, for whatever reasons that you may think. The best things to do is, is just to be easy and wait. It's not like you have to be calling or being on them, and I don't have a feeling you are. I think you know better than that, to be insistent upon anything or whatever. It's just give them their space. They're moving away because they're just dealing with their own stuff in their own time period. And just give them time to work things through on their own. I have a feeling that he has to work things through on his own. And he's taking a break, not just only from you, but from others as well, is the impression I'm getting, the sense I'm getting. You will be hearing from the person again at some point. It isn't completely disappeared, so have no fear, of that. They're just working things on their own, and they need to. It's the best thing. He has to make his own decisions and his own choices. And he's just moving into his own thing and taking charge of his own life and his own situations or so. And he's not just only staying away from you. He's just staying away from several others as well too. He's just trying to work things out on his own and work in his own space and make his own decisions and his own choices. And when he's ready, he feels comfortable, then he'll come back, to everyone, or he'll let people know what's going on, with him. But at this time, he's just in his own space. So don't be so worried about that. Isn't it? He's disappeared, forever. So just breathe and just relax. Just relax about this. Just relax about many things in your life. You tend to be very, very, you over worry and you over get, you overdo, and then you start thinking more than, that what is real. So you just got to relax, breathe, take it easy, and, let them come to you. Let the situation come to you. You don't have to go to it. And that's a good thing, It helps you, it helps him too, it helps things around you as well. It helps the way you deal and handle things too, okay? And it's just a behavior that you have to modify, and learn, from. I know it's not the easiest for you, but it's beneficial in the long run, for you, to do, okay? So just be aware of that. And thank you so much for joining me here. I mean, I'm glad I had some people joining me here this evening. So again, because of the unusual circumstances, but then again, it's March Madness, everybody. March Madness is the unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen, here. So whoever else is out there that's not letting themselves know, thank you so much for watching this evening here. And I know that I'm new to you, perhaps. You're here on YouTube, a Metaphysical Communion. This is my first genuine live broadcast ever, exclusively on YouTube. So this is very unexpected and very exciting. And if anybody out there is new to me, let me explain briefly who I am, even though you can check my channel out in Metaphysical Communion, as you can see. And I have an about, section of who I am and what I do. So I am a spiritual intuitive. I am a psychic. I also interpret the tarot. I am an empath and a Reiki master and paranormal investigator. So I've been doing this type of work for way over 25 years. And I've been working professionally since 2002. So this is going on like 21 years, almost now, of doing professional work, in this field. I've worked at various psychic fairs throughout New York City, Long Island areas. I do have a Facebook page, which I can actually type here if anybody's interested. And again, I'm a little bit new here, so I have to learn how to use this one as well. So if you're more interested in finding out more about me, you can also find out there too. And I'm typing it in as I'm explaining it to you. So I have a strong, viewing on Facebook. And you can find me on this page, which I'm typing now, and I'll post in a moment. And that's my public page there, okay? So once I get it right there you are. You can look more into my Facebook public page and learn more about me there. But as I'm explaining to you, I've been doing this work for a very, very long time. I was born, with these gifts and with these abilities. Since I was a very small child, I had various unusual experiences. And I just started to grow from there, and I started to really open up more and more in the mid to late 90s with this. And of course, I, like many other people at that time, started to open up, and it was a new age, a new century coming. So I did a lot of work, a lot of research, a lot of study, a lot of mentoring, a lot of mentorship rather, to hone my skills and abilities and grow. And from there, we'll start working professionally. I've done lectures, events, many paranormal investigations for the past 17 years or more in various parts of the United States and in other parts of the world also. I belong to Paranormal NYC, which is one of the premier paranormal investigation teams in the New York City tri-state area, for you to know. And you can find out more about that as well on Facebook, their page, Paranormal NYC or NYC Meetup, also all on Facebook. And you can read about our adventures, too, and what type of investigations we've done. We've been on television, featured in newspapers, New York Times, New York Post. So we've been out there, and I've been out there too. I've been on, programs as well. I've done a lot of internet radio work in the past few years. Also, a lot of it viewed on Facebook and YouTube, as well. You can find me there. You can find out more about me here on this page, Metaphysical Communion. I have a lot of videos from programs I've done for the past nearly 3 years, through Zoom and on Facebook Live. And I've posted the majority of them here on Metaphysical Communion for people to look and see and learn about as well. I've done readings there. I've talked about a wide variety of subjects relating to the metaphysical, the psychic, and the paranormal or parascience. So there's a wealth of information that you can find out, here about all this stuff if you're interested. I've done a lot of work, as you can see, as from hearing me in the last 3 or 4 minutes or so. So anybody else is out there, you can, review that and see where you are. You have my page there for Facebook, also here. And I'm grateful for the people who are on this evening who joined me. Here, I don't usually broadcast on Facebook, as I explained earlier. I do this mainly through Facebook Live, through Zoom, on my page. But we had a problem, connecting tonight. And so I decided to try Zoom on YouTube, and it worked. So here I am. And if I get good feedback about this or so, in the future, I may decide to do more, programs live here on YouTube, as well as on Facebook, which I will continue to do once I get that, have that working properly once again. I don't know what happened this evening, but it's March Madness. That's the theme for this evening, March Madness, and it certainly was and has been. So we just work with what we've got. Hopefully I can get this over to Facebook later on for people to look at then. I've done many programs from Facebook. I plopped them into YouTube, so I assume that I can also take YouTube videos and plop them into Facebook. So that'll be a hoot right there. And so that'll be a new thing. Is it anybody else out there before I conclude this evening's program? Anybody new has a question? Now is your time before I conclude the program. We're going to come off within 5 minutes, okay? That have been here for an hour at this point, and I like to be, punctual with that. And keep the videos in an hour, make it, easier for people to review, especially in a new medium such as, a YouTube. So I just want to keep it at the 60-minute mark. So in that note, if I don't see anybody else asking another question or so, I'll conclude here for this evening. And I'm grateful, for those who joined me. Thank you. I hope I was able to be helpful, instrumental, along with Spirit, but they're the ones who always provide the information and guidance to provide you these readings for this evening here. And we will have another program once again. And it would be, a good thing. Hopefully we can broadcast again back, on Facebook as normal. And I'll probably be doing that next month. I usually like to do 1 or 2 of these programs a month, for those of you to know who are new watching me this evening. And if not, I'll see if I can connect once again live on YouTube also, now that I know that it works. And see if we can get, some interest here and a new audience also to join us, from YouTube. So that'd be a wonderful thing. And the more people get to know me, the more I get to know you, the more help I can provide for all of you out there, the better. For sure. So you've got my connections to Facebook. You can look at my page there. And we're just going to conclude, Oh, very good. Very good. And, oh, this thing taps. Very good. Very good. So I'm just going to cap this off. Thank you again. Everybody enjoy the beautiful weekend ahead, wherever you are. And I will be seeing you again. Oops, once I can type this out properly. Here we go. There you are. So blessings to all of you. And I'm just waiting for the 60-minute mark to hit, here. And there we go. Okay, so one more moment and we'll hit 60, I do believe. And then we'll call it an evening. So it's been interesting. It's been fun. It's been fun in its way. So I'm glad about that. And let's see, I'm just scrolling along here. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. Like, this is a whole new system for me. So here we go. Okay, very good, everybody. So we've hit the hour mark. So I'm going to say farewell to all of you, okay? Okay. And thank you once again, everyone. So I'll be seeing you. Hold on a second. Once again, conclude myself here. And there we go, I think. Let's see. Oops. Oh, I got it. I have to learn how to use this. Here we go. Here I am. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Good weekend. Good blessings. Happy March. Happy end of March. I'll see you next month in April. Hopefully we'll have full spring and April showers bring May flowers. Let's hope for the best that the season starts to really be normalized once again, and we really do get a spring. Okay. So on that note, take care.